And welcome back to NDI Central Live here at NAB 2018. Once again, I'm Rex Olson, and we're in the NewTek booth in the South Hall of the Las Vegas Convention Center. And our next guest has been around the NewTek world for quite some time now. NewsMaker Systems, Dean Kolkey, welcome. He's president of NewsMaker Systems.
Thank you, Rex.
And you're all about automation, aren't you?
That is correct. We provide a solution to automate the TriCaster, help you organize your show and run it from a manual automation where you're doing everything within the control surface of the TriCaster, all the way up to full automation where you hit a single button and your whole show just runs.
Okay. So for those that are unfamiliar with automation, why would someone need an automation system?
It allows you to pre-plan your show, to organize it, to associate the media assets and what type of stories, how you want them to be handled. But it allows you to run your show without necessarily having to hire an operator that's fully knowledgeable with the TriCaster. So we deal with all of the intricacies of how you program MEs and so forth, and give you an operator button where you just say next story. And so it really makes the job easier. It decreases the staffing requirement in terms of their expertise.
So this is ideal for any type of a show that is a regular show that appears daily or multiple times a day, and it has a format. Obviously, news programs being the most obvious for
news stations, that's our biggest market. They have a particular protocol that we support called MOS that allows us to provide the functionality of the automation within the newsroom system. So they build the rundown in the newsroom system, associate the assets using our software, and then associate what style. We then have a couple of programs for use in the control room. One of them is called NewsCaster Connect, which is more of the manual or manual assist, where we're managing the contents of the media bins to reflect what's being specified within the newsroom system. Make a change during the show in the newsroom system, it'll automatically get changed within the TriCaster.
Okay.
We have a higher level of automation with a user interface we call NewsCaster Control, where you have the single button interface, you have audio faders, an on-screen button panel, you get the video feedback from your DDRs and program in preview, and instead of running it on the control surface of the TriCaster, you would run the show off of our button panel, and that's just a next type of a thing. Then we have a program called NewsCaster Compose for those that aren't broadcasters, that don't have a newsroom system. It's a simple product that allows you to create your rundown, provides all the timing capabilities that you would see in a newsroom system. How long a story is going to be, when do I have to start the story to get off on time, when do I expect this story to start. And it too is interactive, so you make a change there, it'll automatically get changed within the TriCaster.
Okay, so this runs on a separate computer?
It's kind of a system. We have a server, rack mount box sits in the back room, monitors, watch folders, looking for ready-to-air material to be deposited. We copy it onto our box, then make a low-resolution proxy equivalent of the high-resolution asset. That can be viewed within the newsroom system, natively within the clients provided by the newsroom system. Newsroom systems can range anywhere from 2 to 3 terminals up to 100 terminals within a newsroom system. So then they would build the show there or within our Compose product. Then we have programs that would run within the news gallery, as it's called in some places, or the news control room, as we call it here in the States, for the director to see what's in the show or to actually run the show.
I see. So typically different people are working on different segments of a program?
They can be. You can be working on the bottom half of a show while you're on the air. Quite typical for 11 o'clock newscasts. You're waiting for the sports scores. Those of us that live on the West Coast, we still have games going on when you're on the air at 11 o'clock. So you have to be able to deal with changes on the fly while you're on the air.
So what's the advantage of NewsMaker Systems over other systems that might be out there?
We specialize in the TriCaster. So rather than having a product that uses the lowest common denominator and has to deal with everything, we can take advantage of things like NDI to distribute video out within our application, provide you the ability to program any function that the TriCaster can do. So we don't simply do takes or load something into a bin. We can dynamically allocate the MEs and load them on the fly, which in essence gives you an unlimited number of MEs, because it's just in the newsroom system, they just say, I want this shot, and whatever is required to achieve that, loading the particular virtual set, maybe positioning the camera, anything that needs to happen in order to achieve that look is done simply with a single button press.
Fantastic. Tightly integrated with the TriCaster and I would imagine the VMC one as well, right?
Totally, yeah. We have both of those running in the field. Great products. In fact, I'm going to be in the NASA next week installing with an IP series.
Oh, excellent.
So I get the rough jobs.
Tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Somebody's got
Make a service call.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, Dean, thank you for joining us here. And you're in the NDI Pavilion as well,
yes,
right?
we are. Thank you.
So for those that are still thinking about coming to NAB, you don't have a whole lot of time left. Visit the NDI Central Pavilion. Stop by, say hello to Dean and everyone else at NewsMaker Systems. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Rex.
All right.
It.
And how can someone find out more information about
Our
NewsMaker?
website is www.newsmakersystems.com.
Simple enough.
Great.
Thanks, Dean.
Thank you, Rex.
All right. Stick around. We're going to have more coming up after a break.